Virgo, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we're actually doing the monthly readings. So looking ahead at June and what is in store for you. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that, but it also helps you stay up to date with all the readings. Okay, this month we are using the Cosmic Messages Oracle, get a bit of an overview generally for you, as well as the Rising Moon Lenormand. And then when we move over into love and romance, we are looking at the Forest Spirits Oracle deck, as well as the Romantic Lenormand. All right, so getting sort of straight on into it for you, Virgo. Okay, Virgo. What's going on for Virgo in June 2025? Almost halfway through the year already, Virgo. June for our Virgos, please. Your life is so special. Treat it with loving care. What aspect of your life are you not taking care of right now, Virgo? For some of you, this is wanting me to sort of say that you're taking risks that, risks with your life. Not going to lie, I'm a bit hard on you guys sometimes, Virgo. I am sorry when I do get a little bit harder on the Virgo energy. You guys, when messages come through for you, they come through very bang, bang, bang. So it seems to be something to do with the Virgo energy. It's very upfront and wanting things laid out very obviously. But I do apologize for any times I am confronting with your energy there, Virgo, because I'm just interacting with the energy itself, not you personally. Okay, I'm not getting cranky at you personally, Virgo. Remember, it is a collective reading, okay? But I am picking up that for some of you, it's you're not treating your body with care. That you're doing something, because I am picking up here on like something addictive behaviors for some of you, impulsive behaviors. Putting yourself at risk in some kind of a way. You're and I feel like for a lot of you that this is coming from like feelings of, unworthiness, feeling like I'm not good enough, and so therefore it doesn't matter. It does, okay? Your life is so special. Treat it with care. Clarify this message for Virgo, please. We have the bear coming through here, Virgo. So stand strong. Stand strong. Protect yourself a little bit more. Some of you aren't putting those protections in place. You're not putting boundaries in place with other people or yourself. All right. So needing to be a little bit more rigid with the boundaries that you're putting up between yourself and others, not allowing others to, take advantage of you or con you into doing things or getting dragged into doing things, setting up more boundaries with your own self as well. So things like, just as an example here, say, I will only have one beer this week, and sticking to it, I'll this week, this day, whatever, making little rules for yourself and sticking to them does seem to be coming through there for that message. But just in general for our Virgos, what's going on for Virgo in June? Start, middle, and end of June for Virgo. I'm getting a lot of messages coming through, Virgo. I probably will need to clarify as we go. start of the month here, we do have the child coming through with the stork. Okay, so I do feel it's very important to mention just in general. I don't feel as though this is relevant to, a huge amount of you, if any. But, that is the pregnancy card with the stork there, and that is the child. So, for some of you, we may be sort of taking some, like I said, taking some impulsive behaviors and taking some risks that you maybe shouldn't be taking. I feel like this month is all about learning a little bit more about what risks are worth taking and what risks are not worth taking. And I'm just sort of picking up on some impulsive type risk behavior here, that that this is like a physical risk. So that is coming through as you're not protecting and to stop from pregnancy, but there's other things that protects from. Okay, it's not just pregnancy that we're protecting from. All right, so that's coming through, but for majority of you, that is actually wanting to talk about here, stirring up your inner child a little bit, stirring up your the need to just find some freedom and find some expression for yourself. Go and do something silly, like jump on a bed. And I'm talking silly. I'm not talking impulsive, dangerous, anything like that. I'm talking about your life is so special. Treat it with loving care. And sometimes treating yourself with loving care is allowing yourself space to, let go of all your responsibilities and run through the park and do some twirls and, go dancing or, go on the swings and just feel the wind in your hair. Freedom of expression, the way that a child would, express themselves. Go and jump in a puddle. That sort of silly, child silly, not adult silly. All right, two different things. All right, and the adult silly is what some of you are having issues with. All right, you're doing adult silly. You're not doing kid silly. All right, we need to go kid silly. Stir up that child within yourself, and go and play with some dirt, make some mud pies, or just roll around in the dirt, roll down a hill, or go express yourself in a very childlike kind of way. Go into the forest and see if you can find me a really good stick. All right, get on Insta or Facebook, and all my stuff's in the description box. Send me a photo of the best stick you can find, Virgo. But you know what I mean, like embracing the childlike nature of life, the adventure. The life is an adventure and it can be amazing. Right now you're a little bit stuck in the of life, but you're, like I said, a lot of you, it's coming from feelings of unworthiness within your own self. So getting in touch with your inner child and finding that place within you where you can look at life as though, it can hold a lot of amazingness yet. That there's still a lot that life, of mystery that life might hold for me yet. Okay, it's not all bad. I might end up, when I grow up, I'm going to be an astronaut. Whatever that is for you personally there. Get back to your childlike self. The middle of the month, we do see the Book and the Clover. Okay, so here's those risks coming back up again here. But these are risks on embracing the mystery that life has to offer. All right, it's not about silly adult risk. It's not about risky behaviors. It's not about investing in things that are bad luck. It's good luck. Okay, the 4-leaf clover is good luck. It's not things that are the bad things and the bad luck. It's not those things. Okay, it's the things that because with the book there's a level of knowledge that you already have regarding this as well, Virgo. That some of the things you've been doing are not conducive to a healthy lifestyle. That are not expressing yourself in healthy ways, that are not taking the best possible care of yourself that you could be or should be. All right, so it's taking risks and taking an educated guess, I suppose, educated risks towards the things that you know are going to pay off for you. Yeah, and some of you are kind of investing in further education, investing in, new skills, learning new skills around the middle of the month here. We have the masculine and the lily at the end of the month. All right, so we are needing, at the end of the month, it does sort of feel like here, Virgo, that, these two are actually kind of in contrast, because the masculine is very logical and rational coming from your brain, whereas the lily is very it's emotional intimacy. It's coming from a much rawer place within ourselves. It's about longevity and what we want in our life long term. It's kind of asking you to think rationally about the long term. Where do you see yourself in 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now? Do you still want to be treating yourself this way 20 years from now, Virgo? Do we need to make some changes? Do we need to start investing in different things in our life in order to, fulfill our long-term goals? In being very open and vulnerable and honest with oneself as well here, and thinking about that in a very rational way, where we're saying to ourselves that, what, the truth of my emotions is, this is what I want long term, and I'm not living a life that is, conducive to that result. So we're kind of really putting things into perspective for ourselves a little bit this month, Virgo. All right. But moving on to love and romance for you. Virgo, what is going on for Virgo in June with love and romance? Virgo, June, romance energy for our Virgos. Clear vision, Virgo, the hawk spirit. Rise above any adversity and seek clarity as you ascend and achieve true greatness. All right, so you are really able to start seeing things a lot more clearly with love stuff this month. All right, and it's stirring up, stirring up that inner child within you. Really does enable you to start seeing the risks, good and bad, that you've been taking and where you should be taking and investing. Taking a chance on things in your life, whereas as opposed to the chances you have been taking in your life. And this is playing out for you a little bit in love and romance as well, where you're actually seeing a lot more clearly that I shouldn't be taking this risk, but I should be taking this risk and investing on that person because they're good for me. They're healthy for me. I shouldn't risk getting involved with that person because red flag central. I kind of feel like that's what's going on here for some of you here. Like I said at the start with that, the mention of protection. All right, some of you that's finding the clear vision to see that is very important to protect yourself. Virgo, and like I said, I am getting referred here too that if you're a Virgo female, protection is still important. Even if you're on the pill, protection is important because of other things than not just pregnancy, okay? I've got to be careful what I say on YouTube, but I think we all know what I'm talking about with that. Start, middle, and end of June for our Virgos with love and romance. Like I said at the start, Virgo, I'm sorry if my energy with you is a little bit confronting, but I don't know what it is about the Virgo energy, but it just it brings that Capricorn side of myself out where I'm very very organized and structured with the way that I'm speaking towards you, and I'm sorry if that's a little bit confronting sometimes. Virgo, start, middle, and end of June for our Virgos with love and romance. Like, out of all the signs though, Virgo, you guys can handle it. Gotta love my earth signs, yeah? Being a Capricorn, I love the earth signs. Okay. Starting the month off, where once again we're getting that same message. Once again, we have the garden and the stork. Like I mentioned before, the stork is the pregnancy card. The garden is the card of it's the card of social and public stuff. Yeah. So I don't really want to word it the way that it's being told to me right now, but I'm hearing the phrase "for the streets," okay, because it's public, it's sociable energy. This is lots of people energy. All right, so we're getting that same message again. Protection is important this month, Virgo. Because I'm not saying it's you that's for the streets. This could be someone else, because this is, it is the card of meetings as well, meetings and dates. So you might be going on lots of different dates. We see a flurry of, movement with the stork here, a lot of different, things being stirred up. So you may actually have, a lot of dates at the start of the month here. Even if we're not following through with the sexual stuff there, there does seem to be, quite a lot of people socially meeting people around at the start of the month. There are quite a lot of people too, it feels like, that you, even if you're not actually going ahead and going on those dates, that you, once again, you've got that clear vision to see that you've got a lot of opportunities to do so at the start of the month, the dating around energy there. But you may even go on just one date, but maybe it's that person that is for the streets. So you do need to be very careful with that energy. Okay, Virgo. The middle of the month, although I do see quite a lot of you following it through with the sexual stuff. Virgo, you guys get the most sexual based messages out of all the signs as well. What is that all about? We have the clover and the snake. Why is it giving me the same message over and over and over again, Virgo? We saw the clover in the middle of June for you already in the general, yeah? This time around, we're seeing the snake coming through with that. And so the risk, that the impulsive risk, the gamble that we're taking is to either deceive someone, betray someone, or this is physical intimacy, sex. Why are we taking risks with sex? It's coming through as such a strong message for you this month, and it's not really even wanting to delve into other potential things. You may be sort of taking a bit of a chance to, I am getting a bit of a player energy here as well, Virgo, that, if you're going on all these dates, you may be very tempted to impulsively sort of deceive somebody about something about yourself. I'm picking up that for some of you, it may be to do with, how many other people you're dating. That you may be sort of embellishing the truth. It doesn't feel like an out and out lie. It just feels like you maybe are embellishing the truth a little bit, or omitting parts of the truth a little bit here, Virgo. So just be careful with that energy, because it is coming through as, back to the impulsive energy I was picking up before, that, the adult silly stuff, all right, coming through a little bit there again with love and romance this month. So really, really being very careful with that, because, we do see here at the end of the month, we do have the scythe and the heart. So I do feel I need to mention for some of you here that, getting involved in that deception energy, and not diverting the impulsive energy of wanting to deceive, or wanting to, little white lies still count as lies, yeah? Because this could actually end in a broken heart. Not necessarily for you, but you may actually be breaking somebody else's heart, Virgo. And you don't want to be the cause of breaking somebody's heart. Think about the times your heart has been broken. You don't want to do that to somebody else. But the scythe does talk about very unexpected breaking, cutting free from things, but also, unexpected changes in love happening for you. So, so that's why I feel like it's very important for you to steer clear of this impulsive energy this month, because, that actually is going to take you away and delay these important changes. The scythe, quite a lot of the time, it's actually, brings about changes very, very quickly that can actually change the whole scheme of how things are working out for you right now. And do you know what I'm seeing here, Virgo, is at the start and middle of the month, we're not seeing romance. We're not seeing love, okay? But we're seeing the potential for that schematic to change at the end of the month. So if you're not happy with your love life at the start of June, resist the impulses, resist the risk-taking stuff, and things will actually change unexpectedly. The whole landscape of love will change for you. Okay, so just be, and like I said, if you are very, very happy with the way that things are, don't risk it, because then you're going to face those changes if you take these risks. It's kind of telling me too that with that hawk spirit, that you see very clearly what you are potentially going to be doing here. It's a choice you're making this month, Virgo. It's not necessarily a risk that you're taking without being able to stop yourself, because you're seeing very, very clearly what that could potentially do, and you may be going to be taking those risks anyway. So you're definitely being warned right here, right now, to steer clear of the risk-taking stuff. It's kind of coming through a little bit as self-damaging behavior, right? Back to, your life is so special. Treat it with love and care. You're not treating yourself with love. You feel as though you don't deserve that. A lot of you are struggling with some self-worth stuff, and this risk-taking stuff is self-damaging behavior. Okay, so you need to be aware of that this month to avoid that this month. Okay, Virgo, because if you can avoid that, things are going to be good. You've got risks. Definitely looking at the risks for you this month, though, and what risks are worth taking and what risks are, it's too much of a gamble. That you don't want to invest in the wrong things this month. So definitely, you will be resulting in being able to see very, very clearly. So, it is really going to clear some things up for you one way or another. All right, so that's what we have for you, Virgo. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments. Do you like the no nonsense approach, Virgo, or am I being too confronting for you guys? Let me know. But hopefully I'll see you all again soon.